question, the next question is, why is it necessary to make so many cuts to fund the military? We've already spent more than 7 other countries combined.
Yes.
These cuts are just a tax shift.
Yeah!
You know, this is my second term, and and so one of the things that members of Congress do 3 things on a typical day. We have a couple of vote series. We have committee hearings, which by and large are not a great use of our time because they're not very helpful in terms of informing you on issues. That's not the purpose many times, unfortunately. But the third thing we do is we meet with people in the office. So this week in D.C., in between votes and committee hearings, I had on Wednesday I had 19 meetings, 15-minute meetings with different groups, and the meetings are the best part of the job because you sit down with someone who's come in. I met with someone from the Rare Disease Association saying you need to, and various groups, and there's 90% of the meetings are about one thing. All these groups are working on very worthwhile issues and problems facing our country and struggles, and it's all about one thing: they need more money. And that's the problem we have in this country, and that's why we're having, I think, a pretty lively debate about health care, is we don't have enough money. And so,
tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich.
This year we have This year we're going to have about a $600 billion deficit. And people talk about the national debt of $20 trillion. That's a problem. The real problem is something I mentioned earlier: the interest on that debt. It's like a bad adjustable rate mortgage. The interest rate goes from $200 billion a year to almost $1 trillion. So that being said, I support more funding for our military. And here's why. Can anyone name one place in the world today that's better off than it was 8 years ago when President Obama took office?